everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Nika and I make book related videos, and today's video, as you can see from the title, is about my most anticipated reads for 2021, and these are all the backlist books that I am really intrigued and excited to pick up. So the term backlist basically means that these are not new releases. These books have been published not exactly in the recent years. Some of them are actually classics and really old. Now all of these books are also from my shelves, books that I already own and haven't bought specifically for any new challenge or anything like that. So in that way I'm also doing the hashtag read your shelf challenge. So feel free to join me with this as well. Now I have also got 12 books here because I'm thinking the basic plan is that I'll read at least one book each month. So it's like a book of the month sort of thing. But at the end, I might not follow that particular list and rather just go with my mood, because at the end, I just want to read them and the order doesn't really matter. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna dive right in. And if you think that you are intrigued or interested in picking any of these books up for a first time read or a reread, whatever, feel free to DM me or comment down below and we'll definitely do a buddy read or a read along. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna dive right in. So there's also another version of this video which is basically dedicated to all new releases. So if new releases are something that you're much more intrigued with, then definitely do check it out. There's a wide variety of genres in that video as well. So yeah, do check it out. I'll link that video somewhere here. Alright, so the first book that I'm planning and hoping to read very soon, rather this month really, the last week of January, is Jane Eyre and by Charlotte Bronte. Now this, I'm actually reading it for a class in university, and other than the fact that it's so popular, so widely accepted, I am also planning on reading White Sargasso Sea after this, which is sort of a post-colonial writing of Jane Eyre, but from the point of view of Bertha Mason. Now who Bertha Mason is, I'll leave that to you to figure out because I don't want to give any spoilers or whatever. But yeah, really excited to pick this up. If you are hoping to read more classics as well, I think this is definitely a great book to start with. Books, people always say that when it comes to classics, books like Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen and Jane Eyre are really good. So yeah, definitely if you want to start reading classics, then please do join me and we can definitely read this one together. Alright, then the next book, the book that I'm planning on reading in February is On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong, and it's only now that I realize that it's not that old a book. But well, the basic premise is that this book is a letter that is being written by a son to his illiterate mother, and from whatever snippets I've seen of this in social media on Instagram, the prose is really beautiful, and yeah, I'm really very excited to read it. Please do check out the premise and everything and the reviews if possible, because this book has only got good reviews as far as I've seen. So yeah, beautiful cover as well. So a book that I'm really excited to pick up very soon. I was supposed to pick it up in January, but one thing led to the other and my classes started and all of that, so I couldn't. So this has been shifted to February. Moving on is a book which I feel is rather a cult classic, because everybody who loves fantasy has seemingly read it, but I haven't, which is a shame, and I want to correct that really soon. And it is The Hobbit by Tolkien, by J.R.R. Tolkien, and I'm really excited to read it. This is sort of like a prequel to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I honestly, since I have this book as well, I thought that why not read it before I actually started with the trilogy. I also have the Silmarillion, I think that's how you pronounce that book, Silmarillion, but I don't know if I should read that before or after The Hobbit or after The Lord of the Rings. So do tell me in which order I should pick that one up. But as for March, I think this might be my book of the month for March. Moving on, we have come to April, and the book I am going to dedicate my April to is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Now I have the Audible audiobook for this book and I've already started just a bit. I listened to a bit, and the book is narrated by Donna Tartt, and she's got a magical voice, really compelling. But I've come across a few reviews which say that this is kind of intense as well, so if you're not in the right space of mind, if you don't want to read anything intense, then perhaps you might like to delay reading the book, and that's why I have been delaying this book, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said, I am hoping to read this in April. Yeah, I'm gonna forget the order of the months very soon into this video. But yeah, once again, I have heard that many people love it, so if you have read this book, don't forget to tell me what you felt about it, because I'm really very excited to read this book. Moving on, I am going to read another very exciting book for the month of March, April. We did April, right? So for May, I'm hoping to read The God of Small Things in May. Again, many people who love reading Indian literary fiction love it. This seemingly is many people's Bible when it comes to Indian literary fiction and even literary fiction as a whole. So I thought that it was time I picked this up. And the way I got this particular copy is actually, well, it's a very interesting story, because this book was actually a bargain. It's a hardcover and I got it for 100 rupees. And I was just very happy with how cheap it came. So yeah, I'm really excited to pick it up. I have got only high hopes for this one, and I have to admit that reading this book is, well, the thought of reading this book is very intimidating to me. So if you've read this book, don't forget to tell me what you felt about it, if you liked it, hated it, or if you've got mixed feelings still. So yeah, I'd love to know that. And if you need some courage to pick up this book as well, please accompany me. I'd love your accompaniment while reading this book. So yeah, really excited to read The God of Small Things. Now I'm dedicating June to reading short stories, and for June I have decided to pick up the collected short stories of Anton Chekhov. Well, the greatest short stories of Anton Chekhov rather. It's got 50 stories, and it was translated by Constance Garnett, and I'm very excited to read it. I'm also hoping to read much more Russian literature this year. So yeah, this book is one that I've been hoping to really read very soon. So looking forward. Now, if you've read, and well, basically if you've read Russian literature, my god, my tongue gets stuck when I say those two words together. Russian literature. If you have read Russian literature, don't forget to leave your suggestions for me down below, because I'm pretty new. Well, I will be new. I'm still new, but this will be my first Russian literature work. So yeah, don't forget to leave your suggestions as well down in the comments. July and August will be very special for me, because I plan on reading To Kill a Mockingbird in July, and in August I'm hoping to read The Handmaid's Tale. Again, these two are favorites for so many people, and it's time I read them both. Again, I'm kind of intimidated by To Kill a Mockingbird, to be very honest, but I've heard that it's really easy to understand, although the topics are really heavy. So yeah, July and August books are To Kill a Mockingbird and The Handmaid's Tale. I've watched season 1 of The Handmaid's Tale, and I think it's done really well. If you've watched the whole seasons, I think 3 are out so far, 3 or 2. Do tell me how you felt about them. I'll definitely resume with season 2 very soon. So yeah, we seem to be on a classics ride because in September I'm hoping to read The Color Purple. Now this was another second-hand bookstore find, so it did not have the cover, but I still love the light blue. I tried reading it quite some time ago when I was actually very young, and I think there are 2 reasons why I shouldn't have done so. I think because firstly, I think had I continued reading this book, had I finished the book, I think I would have been affected in some way or other. I don't know, because I think for that age the topics discussed in this book are kind of heavy, maybe. And secondly, I couldn't complete it or couldn't continue reading it because the language was one I did not understand. If you've read this book, you know the language is kind of broken, so it's very different. So yeah, I'm really excited to pick up The Color Purple very soon by Alice Walker, by the way. in October I'm going to do another sort of rereading of The Picture of Dorian Gray. Now this is a beautiful edition which was gifted to me by my dear friend Annie. This one has The Picture of Dorian Gray as well as The Importance of Being Earnest. So I think I'm definitely going to try and read The Importance of Being Earnest as well, although my priority is The Picture of Dorian Gray. So moving on, in November I am hoping to read a much more serious read, and that is Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. Now this particular edition was gifted to me by my dear friend Mridusmita for my birthday, and she also has, I also have the notes that she wrote in, and yeah, really very excited to read it. Now this is set, well, it's a war story, Second World War, so I think this might be kind of sad, kind of heavy if you're not in the mood for something like that, so keep that in mind. But I'm really hoping that in November I get to pick this up. So yeah. Now in December, well, I'm hoping to end my 2021 with a bang, because I'm going to read a book which I have been hoping to read for a really long time, and the book that I'm talking about is The Essex Serpents by Sarah Perry. I love the cover. It also has got the sequel out now, which I think is Melmoth or something like that. So as far as I understand, this is sort of a magical realism. I'm not sure though, and it's a literary fiction. So yeah, really very excited to pick this up. And that's it, guys. Those are all the 12 books that I'm hoping to read this year. If you are interested in any of those, do DM me, or don't forget to leave a comment down below so that we can buddy read and read along if many more people join it as well. I'm really very excited to read these books, and I hope you'll follow me along as I do my wrap-up videos this year. I'm hoping to be much more regular with those wrap-ups and hauls reading. But yeah, I'll see you very soon. I hope you keep on supporting me, liking my videos, and well, sharing it with everyone. I'm sorry I haven't been able to be very active these days, but I just got into a new university and I've just been, kind of settling down with the new classmates, new teachers, new teaching techniques, new papers to study, new term papers to write, assignment, projects, all of that. So it's been really hectic. And then we had certain festivals as well. So yeah, I've been spending much more time with my family, and these days I've been spending much more time in my room doing my assignments really. So yeah, I'm trying to balance everything together now, and I hope you'll keep patience and keep supporting me. Without further ado, I'm gonna say goodbye here. I don't want to make this video too long, but I hope I see you all again very soon. Take care, peace out, bye.